I can't stop. I literally can't stop checking this thing. It's 3 a.m. and I'm still scrolling. My eyes burn, my head hurts, but I keep going. What's wrong with me? I feel so empty, so disconnected from everything real, but this screen, it's like a drug I can't quit.
My child, I've been waiting for you to look up.
Who's there? I didn't hear anyone come in.
I've always been here. You've just been too busy looking down to notice.
This is crazy. I must be hallucinating from lack of sleep or something.
You're not hallucinating. You're finally awake.
But how? I mean, who are you exactly?
I think you know who I am. You've seen my name scroll past your screen 1,000 times, but never stopped to really see me.
Jesus? But that's impossible. You're supposed to be, I don't know, in heaven or something.
I am in heaven, but I'm also here with you. I'm everywhere you are, especially in your darkest moments.
If this is really happening, then why now? Why when I'm at my worst?
Because this is when you need me most. When the noise gets so loud that you finally cry out for silence.
I feel so lost. I wake up and immediately grab my phone. I eat with it next to my plate. I fall asleep watching videos. It's like I don't exist without it anymore.
Tell me, what are you looking for when you pick up that device?
I don't know. Connection, I guess? Something interesting? Maybe just not to feel alone?
And do you find it? This connection you're seeking?
No. That's the weird part. The more I scroll, the more alone I feel. It's like I'm surrounded by millions of people but can't reach any of them.
You're describing what I call the great hunger. The soul searching for what it was made for, but looking in all the wrong places.
What do you mean, what I was made for?
You were made for relationship. Real relationship. Not the artificial substitute that glows in your palm.
But everyone's on their phones now. My friends, my family. If I put mine down, I'll miss everything.
What if I told you that by keeping it up, you're already missing everything?
I don't understand.
When was the last time you looked into your mother's eyes during a conversation? Really looked?
She's always telling me to put my phone away.
She's not trying to take something from you. She's trying to give you something. Her presence, her love.
But she doesn't understand. My whole life is on this phone. My friends, my music, my everything.
Is it really your life? Or is it a distraction from your life?
What's the difference?
Life is what happens when you look up, when you breathe deeply, when you feel the sun on your skin without immediately taking a photo of it.
That sounds nice, but it's not realistic anymore. The world has changed.
The world has always been changing. But the human heart, that stays the same. It still needs the same things it always has.
Like what?
Love, purpose, peace, hope. These can't be downloaded or streamed.
So you're saying my phone is evil or something?
No, I'm not saying it's evil. I'm saying it's become your master instead of your tool.
My master?
When something controls your first thought in the morning and your last thought at night, what would you call it?
I never thought about it like that.
You check it before you even get out of bed, don't you?
How did you know that?
Because I see you. Every morning before your feet touch the floor, your hand reaches for that screen.
Yeah, it's like a reflex now. I don't even realize I'm doing it.
What if the first face you saw each morning was mine instead?
How would that even work?
Prayer, my child. Conversation with me. The way we're talking now.
But prayer feels so old-fashioned. And I'm not good with words like that.
You think I need fancy words? You've been talking to me for the last few minutes just fine.
This is different, though. This feels real.
It is real. And prayer is just as real. The only difference is, you're used to immediate responses on your screen.
Exactly. When I text someone, they respond right away. With prayer, it's just silence.
Is it really silence? Or have you forgotten how to listen?
I guess I never really tried to listen. But honestly, I don't even know how anymore.
Remember when you were little? Before phones consumed everything, you used to lie in bed and just think.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to imagine crazy stories, plan adventures. Now I just watch other people live theirs.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Your mind used to be your playground. Now it's become someone else's billboard.
That's a scary way to put it.
It should be scary. When I walked the earth, I said something that applies perfectly to your situation.
What did you say?
I said that no one can serve two masters. You'll either hate one and love the other, or be devoted to one and despise the other.
You're talking about money, right? I learned that in Sunday school.
I was talking about anything that tries to take my place in your heart. Money was just one example.
So you're saying my phone is like a false god?
You tell me. Do you turn to it for comfort when you're sad? Do you seek validation from it? Do you panic when it's not with you?
Oh wow, when you put it like that, yeah, all of those things.
The Israelites made a golden calf in the desert. Your generation has made a glowing rectangle.
But they were worshipping an actual idol. I'm just scrolling.
What's the difference between bowing down to a statue and bowing your head to a screen for hours every day?
I never thought about the physical posture. I literally bow my head to it.
And what about your heart posture? Where do you find your identity? In the likes on your posts?
Sometimes, yeah. When a post doesn't get much attention, I feel like garbage. When it does well, I feel amazing.
So you're letting strangers on the internet determine your worth.
It sounds terrible when you say it like that.
I'm not trying to make you feel terrible. I'm trying to help you see the prison you've built for yourself.
Prison?
You wake up enslaved to notifications. You go through your day anxious about responses. You fall asleep consumed by comparison.
How do I break free? This feels impossible.
Remember what I told my disciples? With man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible.
But they were dealing with way different problems than social media addiction.
Were they? They struggled with pride, comparison, seeking approval from the wrong sources. Sound familiar?
Yeah, actually it does.
Peter wanted to be the most important disciple. Thomas needed constant proof. Judas valued money over relationship.
I never connected those to my problems before.
Human nature hasn't changed. Just the tools we use to express our brokenness.
So what did you do with them? How did you help them?
The same thing I'm doing with you right now. I spent time with them. Real time. Present, focused, intentional time.
But you physically walked with them. They could see you.
Can't you see me now?
Yes. But this feels like a dream or something.
Faith has always required a leap beyond what the physical eyes can see. That's what makes it faith.
My friends would think I'm crazy if I told them about this conversation.
Would they? Or are they just as desperate as you are, but afraid to admit it?
Maybe you're right. Everyone seems to be struggling with the same things, but we all pretend we're fine online.
Social media has become the great masquerade. Everyone performing happiness while dying inside.
That's exactly how it feels. Like I'm acting all the time.
I have good news for you. With me, you never have to pretend.
What do you mean?
I know every thought before you think it. Every fear before you feel it. Every mistake before you make it. And I love you anyway.
That should be terrifying, but somehow it's not.
Because perfect love casts out fear. When you know you're completely known and completely loved, you can stop performing.
I'm so tired of performing, of trying to be perfect online while falling apart in real life.
Then stop. Put down the mask. Put down the phone. Pick up your cross.
What does that mean for someone like me?
It means choosing the harder path. The path that leads to real life instead of digital life.
Like what specifically?
Like having breakfast without scrolling. Like calling a friend instead of just liking their post. Like looking at the sunset instead of photographing it.
Those things sound so simple, but they feel impossible.
That's because you've forgotten who you are. You're not a content creator or a social media user. You're my beloved child.
Your beloved child? Even after everything I've wasted my time on?
Especially then. I don't love you because of what you do. I love you because of who you are.
But I feel like I've lost myself completely. I don't even know who I am without this thing.
Then let me remind you. Before you were a username, you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Before you were a follower count, you were chosen.
Those sound like Bible verses.
Psalm 139. David wrote it thousands of years ago, but it's as true today as it was then.
What else did David say? I remember he was always fighting battles or something.
He fought many battles, but his greatest victory was learning to be still and know that I am God.
Be still? That's like the opposite of everything my generation does.
Exactly. And that's why your generation is so anxious, so depressed, so disconnected from their own souls.
You really think being still could help with my phone addiction?
I know it can. When you learn to be comfortable with silence, you won't need to fill every moment with noise.
But how do I start? I can't even sit through a commercial without checking my phone.
Start small. Can you sit still for 1 minute without reaching for it?
1 minute? That sounds pathetic, but honestly, I'm not sure.
There's no shame in starting where you are. Even the greatest oak tree started as a tiny seed.
Okay, let's try it. 1 minute.
Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel your heartbeat. Listen to the sound of your own breath.
This is actually kind of nice, but my mind keeps racing to what I might be missing.
What if instead of thinking about what you're missing, you focused on what you're finding?
What am I finding?
Peace, presence, the sound of your own thoughts without someone else's commentary.
I forgot what my own thoughts sounded like without background noise.
That's the real tragedy. You've outsourced your inner life to algorithms and strangers.
How do I get it back?
The same way you lost it. One choice at a time. But this time, choose connection over consumption.
What does that look like practically?
When you wake up tomorrow, before you reach for your phone, reach for me first.
How do I reach for you?
Talk to me. Thank me for the gift of a new day. Ask me to guide your steps. Listen for my voice in the quiet.
But what if I don't hear anything?
You will. But you have to retrain your ears to hear whispers instead of notifications.
This is going to be so hard. My phone is like a security blanket.
I understand. But I want to be your security. I want to be your comfort. I want to be your peace.
How do I know you'll actually be there when I need you?
Because I promised I would never leave you nor forsake you. That was true before smartphones existed, and it's still true now.
Another Bible verse?
From Deuteronomy and Hebrews both. My promises don't expire or need updates.
That's actually really comforting. Apps crash, phones break, but you're saying you're constant?
More constant than the sunrise. More reliable than gravity. More present than the air you breathe.
I want to believe that, but I'm so used to instant gratification. How do I learn patience?
The same way you learn to walk. One step at a time, knowing that falling down doesn't mean giving up.
What if I fail? What if I go right back to my old habits?
Then you get back up and try again. My mercies are new every morning.
You're really patient, aren't you?
I've been waiting for this conversation with you for months. Does that sound impatient?
Months? You've been trying to get my attention for months?
Every time you felt empty after hours of scrolling. Every time you wondered if there was more to life. Every time you looked up at the stars instead of down at your screen.
I did have moments like that. I just ignored them.
Those weren't random feelings. That was me, calling you back to yourself. Back to real life. Back to me.
So what happens now? Do I just throw my phone away?
No. But you can stop throwing your life away on it.
What's the difference?
Use it as a tool, not a crutch. Let it serve you, don't serve it. Connect through it, don't hide behind it.
That sounds balanced, but how do I maintain that balance?
Remember, your worth doesn't come from Wi-Fi. Your value doesn't depend on views. Your identity isn't in your Instagram.
Where does it come from then?
From being my child. From being created in my image. From having a purpose that no algorithm can fulfill.
What is my purpose?
To know me, to love others, and to make a difference in the world. But you can't do any of those things effectively while staring at a screen.
I want to make a difference, but I feel so small, so insignificant.
Do you know what I used to change the world? 12 ordinary people who put down their nets and followed me.
But they lived in a different time. Everything's more complicated now.
The tools are different, but the heart is the same. I'm still looking for people willing to put down what's holding them back.
You really think I could make a difference?
I don't think it. I know it. But first, you have to stop consuming other people's purposes and start living your own.
How do I figure out what my purpose is?
Start by paying attention to what breaks your heart. What injustice makes you angry? What suffering makes you want to help?
I do see a lot of pain when I'm scrolling. People hurting, feeling alone, struggling with the same things I am.
There's your answer. You've experienced the darkness. Now you can be light for others walking through it.
But I'm still struggling myself. How can I help others?
The wounded healer is often the most effective healer. Your scars become your credentials to help others heal.
That's a beautiful way to think about it.
Pain shared is pain divided. Hope shared is hope multiplied.
So instead of just consuming content about problems, I could create content that helps solve them?
Now you're thinking like my disciple. Use the platforms, don't let them use you.
I could share my story, help other teens realize they're not alone in this struggle.
One person sharing their truth can set thousands free from their lies.
But what if people judge me? What if they think I'm being preachy or weird?
What if they don't? What if your honesty is exactly what someone needs to hear today?
I guess I'll never know unless I try.
That's the spirit. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase.
Did you say that?
No, that was Martin Luther King Jr., but I inspired it. I work through all kinds of people.
Even through me?
Especially through you. Your generation faces challenges no generation before has faced. Who better to speak to them than someone who understands?
This conversation has changed everything for me, but I'm scared it's just going to fade away when I go back to real life.
This is real life. This moment, this realization, this decision to change, this is as real as it gets.
How do I hold on to this feeling?
The same way you hold on to anything precious. You protect it. You nurture it. You don't let other voices drown it out.
What's the first thing I should do when this conversation ends?
Look up. Literally lift your head and look around the room. See it with fresh eyes.
Okay, wow, I forgot how much detail there is in the world when you're not looking at a screen.
That's just the beginning. Tomorrow morning, before you check anything digital, check in with me first.
How exactly do I do that?
Just talk to me like you're talking to me now. Tell me about your dreams from the night. Ask me to guide your day. Listen for my voice in the silence.
What will your voice sound like?
Like wisdom when you're confused. Like peace when you're anxious. Like love when you're lonely. Like hope when you're discouraged.
Will I really be able to tell the difference?
Yes, because my voice always leads you toward love, never away from it. It builds up, never tears down. It brings freedom, never bondage.
I want to remember this forever.
Then live it. Don't just remember this conversation, let it change how you live every day.
What if I mess up? What if I fall back into old patterns?
Then you remember this moment and start again. I'm not going anywhere. My patience is infinite, my love is unconditional, and my grace is sufficient.
Grace is sufficient? What does that mean?
It means my love for you isn't based on your performance. It's based on my character. And I am love.
I think I'm starting to understand why people follow you.
It's not about following rules or being perfect. It's about relationship. It's about coming alive.
I do feel more alive right now than I have in months.
That's because you're finally awake. You've been sleepwalking through your own life.
I don't want to go back to sleep.
Then stay awake. Stay present. Stay connected to me, to others, to your own soul.
Thank you for not giving up on me, for waiting for me to look up.
I'll always be here when you're ready to look up. My love is not a notification that expires. It's a constant presence that never fails.
I love you too.
I know you do. Now go and love others the way I love you. And remember, you are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are mine.
I'll try to remember that every time I reach for my phone.
Don't just try. Do. Your life is waiting for you to live it. Don't let it pass by in a blur of notifications and distractions.
I won't. I'm ready to really live.
Then rise up, my child. Your real life begins now.